being a black man who's been married for 11 years, like I really want to salute you for that, man, because honestly, as a single black man myself, it's hard to be around black men who really appreciate marriage
Yeah,
and talk about it in like a fun, assertive, positive way.
yeah.
Like niggas can talk about pose for hours, bro, and smashing them. Most of my friends, once I start talking about, yo, let's be married, or like, what does that look like for a future? The conversation is like 2 or 3 minutes, bro. I'm like, all right,
Mhm.
cool. Like, it's hard. Like, it's just no one wants to talk about it. And I'm curious, bro, why do you think this isn't popularized amongst men? Because honestly, women can talk about marriage all day long, but
Right.
men, like, I don't know. For us, it doesn't seem as much of an attractive conversation.
It's because we're not conditioned for it.
Uh huh.
I remember my best friend was getting married. He got married in 2007. I found my wife in 2008. He was getting married in 2007. And I used to tell him, he like, man, when you gonna get married, Kev? I'm like, hey, bro, I'm too young to die. I used to always say that. I mean, I'm too young to die. Stop it. Right. So I had that same thinking. I've always been a good man. I've never misused. Like I've always still been good. But the
Yeah.
idea of marriage was death to me. It was like, wait, you only have sex with one woman for the remainder of your life, and you got to find the baddest one possible. So
Yeah.
like you try to figure out how to have the most.
How you make it work? Yeah.
Yeah. Men are conditioned, or we're not conditioned, positioned, and or programmed to see marriage as an inherent human need for us.
Mm.
Recognize the need for companionship, for partnership, and for belonging in a home for a woman. We'll point to a woman and say, women need to be in the kitchen barefoot and
Yeah.
naked, barefoot and pregnant. Well, what the hell would her psychology and her biology require that of her? But your ass is out here at the pool hall screwing random women you don't know, can't trust, and probably have STD. Like, why is her assignment in this world is to be barefoot and pregnant, but your assignment is to whore and or not commit to it? We're the same species.
Mm.
It's like if the lioness is supposed to hunt and the male lion is supposed to protect the cubs from predators. It's like if we accept one role for one sex and pretend that the other sex have a zero role. Man, it makes no sense at all. But our programming, from a societal basis, doesn't program young men for marriage and relationships.
Yeah.
We program young men for violence, right? We play cops and robbers and shoot them up and water guns from the age of 5 and 6, right? We program young men for athletics. Right?
Yeah.
We program young men for, they used to be hunting and gathering, which was a positive thing at the time. But now all we do is program young men to screw women. And that's just through the traumatized older men. Women are programmed from the very young, for 3 years old, a woman wants to wear a princess dress. From 3 years old, she's looking for Prince Charming. From 3 years old, she's being taught about Cinderella, catching a dick at midnight. Think about the concept of Cinderella, dude. She
Yeah.
goes to a party and finds a man at midnight, right? And this is the child's story. Now, I think Disney has a lot to do with it because I think that's also a form of corruption because now so many women find their identity in their relationship and or lack thereof.
Yes.
So now we have a bunch of black women who hate themselves because they're not attached to a man, which is wild, right?
Yeah.
But it's still, women are programmed from as early as they can talk. You are whatever man you come home to. So it has to be Prince Charming, right? The frog thing. Kiss how many frogs you kiss before you get a prince. Sleeping Beauty had to be waking up, bitch dead. Had to be waking up by a prince. Every woman's story is about finding a prince, fighting over a prince. Beauty and the Beast. Think about all of these different programs that these young women get. And that's just the Disney cartoons, right? And then every movie is about falling in love. And that's women's entertainment. And
Mm-hmm.
so it makes sense that there's an imbalance. There's a gap in what we perceive as life's number one goal or the dream that we all have, right? On top of that, it's the reason why there are more women with kids than men with kids.
Mm.
Because women are still chasing a family and they'll keep building a family with or without the marriage.
Yeah.
They're desperate for a sense of family and belonging, and motherhood is their sense of belonging. That's programmed into them. Who the hell programmed you into being like, did anybody ever try to force you into watching a movie where a young man ultimately becomes a father? Like,
No.
no one, that's not our programming. So that's why we're in such dark, starkly different places, because the programming of a young woman and a young man is just, it's worlds apart. And we're supposed to be the same species chasing the same thing, but we're not taught the same.